The food manufacturer Nestle has removed a product from sale in India because of safety concerns. Tests showed Maggi noodles contained large amounts of the heavy metal lead. The first reports of a problem with the product came from a rural town in one of India's poorest states, Uttar Pradesh. Soon after, the country's food safety agency declared Maggi noodles unsafe to eat. The recall is one of India's largest food actions. At least 6 states have banned the product. The noodles cook in 2 minutes and are popular among children and students. Nestle sells about $240 million worth of the noodles every year. Nestle has rejected the test results. It says the product is safe. It has appealed the ban in court. It has asked for an examination of the government's testing method. But India's Food Safety Agency stands by its reports. It says it is now testing several similar foods from 7 other manufacturers. Ashwin Padri is head of Equinox Labs in Mumbai. He says the testing of packaged foods is needed. He helps companies comply with food safety regulations.
This is something that should be happening more regularly, especially for the bigger products, which are circulated in the millions.
Several other countries, including Canada and Britain, also have ordered tests on Maggi noodles imported from India. The food scare has led to mixed reactions. Some Maggi noodle lovers are not persuaded of any danger, like Sweta Andrews. She and her friends still enjoy the food.
I don't think there's any problem in having Maggi. We've grown up having Maggi, and it doesn't matter really. You can still have it. In fact, I was craving it today.
There are many reports of food contamination in India and a lack of cleanliness in food preparation. Experts say this has led consumers to put more trust in packaged foods made by big companies. Amit Khurana heads the food safety team at the Center of Science and Environment in New Delhi. He says he hopes consumers and regulators both will study foods more closely now. He says packaging rules need to be strengthened and consumers need to understand how to read food labels.
Perhaps there needs to be much more stringent standard of monitoring. So if I have to pick up one big thing out of this is that yes, that maybe packaged product food is not as safe as it appears to be.
India's Food Safety Agency is just 7 years old. Experts say the establishment and enforcement of regulations is poor. India has experienced such food scares before. In 2006, a New Delhi environmental group raised questions about small amounts of pesticide in Coca-Cola and Pepsi drinks. Both companies aggressively denied the claims. In 2003, chocolate company Cadbury launched a big campaign to win back public trust after reports that worms were found in some chocolate products. Nestle chief executive Paul Buck says he is working with Indian officials to correct the problem. He says the company will win back the trust of consumers. I'm Marcia James. Words in this story: comply. Verb: the act of eating or drinking something. Regulation: adjective, required by law or rule. Contamination, verb, to make impure by adding improper ingredients. Label, noun, a piece of paper, cloth, or similar material that is attached to something to identify or describe it. Stringent, adjective, very strict or severe.